You know, the term omni-channel has been thrown around quite a bit lately, and as a result, many of you have asked, where does XOMNI play in the omni-channel ecosystem? And so this is our attempt in 10 minutes or less to explain that. Now, I know that sounds like a long time, but trust me, if you have any interest in the retail industry whatsoever and engaging at a deeper level with your customers and consumers, then you'll enjoy this. What we're going to do is show some demos to illustrate where XOMNI plays. But first off, at a high level, it's important to note that XOMNI is an omni-channel online services company. So in other words, we provide a platform in the cloud. And this makes it really easy for retailers and the agencies that support the retailers to adopt our platform. Also makes it very price competitive, and we found a great response thus far to the approach that we've taken. So again, who are our customers? Well, certainly retail is our end customer, but channel partners, or we might say agencies that support the retailers, are also involved. In fact, we provide them the tools necessary to be successful. So we might have, as you'd say, a infinitely scalable product catalog in the cloud, and then the retailer layers their metadata on top of that through what we call private APIs, that they push that information to our cloud so we can scale it. But then we need to get that information back out in the form of a rich, interactive, engaging, fun experience through what we call the public APIs and SDKs. Most of the time, that's where the channel partner comes in. And of course, we want to incentivize them, and in some cases even compensate them to make the right experience for the retail customer. So that's who we are as far as the platform, but how about the end devices that we target? Well, we're agnostic in that space, but here's a list of ones that we think about when we're developing our online services. Obviously, mobile is huge. Xbox also is interesting to us as we look at store environments, but also in the home, the 10-foot experience. We think of tablets quite a bit, Pixel Sense, or other kiosk devices. One of our favorites is a PolyTouch device that we've had a great amount of success with. Digital signage, and we think of Facebook and social check-ins such as Foursquare that we want to integrate with. Loyalty programs are very, very important, and other store systems, we want to integrate with them, again, via that private API. So all these come together to provide an excellent platform that we continue to innovate and update as time goes on. So now let's get into some demos and show you what this platform can do. Here's an example of an application built for one of our customers, Finish Line. In this particular case, this application is running on a Samsung Series 7 tablet designed for the associate. They also have another central experience in the store running on a Surf 40 large form factor table device. But you can imagine a similar experience maybe running on digital signage or possibly an Xbox platform using Connect as a way to navigate. We're not particular to the end device, but excited to provide our APIs to agencies and see what they can do with them. In this particular case, let's see what was done here. Again, we've got this radial panel that's kind of fun to use. We can drag and drop product out of that radial panel, sort, filter, find based on metadata. So in this case, let's look at price and color. Maybe we want to match an outfit. Maybe I only want to look at a particular brand. All of this functionality is leveraged through the XOMNI APIs and surfaced here in this rich application. Of course, leveraging your mobile device is very important as well, and we built into XOMNI the ability to import and export, for that matter, information, essentially tying together a mobile device with an in-store device. We don't ever want to have customers lose all the work that they did on the in-store experience, and of course any work that they did at home should be preserved as well. So we have the concept of merging these product catalogs, or more specifically merging the wish list. In this case, let's assume that we want to continue shopping and we're coming into the store to get help finding the right decision. Like we could pull in information, we could also push information to our phone with send to phone functionality. Product info, getting the details on various products so we can compare them. But if we want to go maybe a step further with the idea of comparing product, we can do something like this, where we're comparing metadata very visually. Doing a similar comparison is also a lot of fun, and quick compares are possible as well. In this particular case, we're leveraging the XOMNI backend and building out product metadata to show what is a suggested item based on the metadata that's attached to the particular product, or manually building those relationships is also possible. Now let's say we want to find out if our size is available, and certainly it looks like I can add this to my wish list, so it must be, and this is provided through the private APIs in XOMNI where we connect up with inventory systems in the in-store environment. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll add it to our wish list, and this time when I click on my wish list, rather than wanting to import something since there's already a product there, we can enter in our email address and tie it to Finish Line's loyalty program, Winner Circle. Maybe I get a discount or collect points. Or if I don't have one, I can enter in my name. And now I still have functionality that allows me to take this experience to the next step. Again, export or save my wish list online, get access to it later, or allow me to sign up for the loyalty program. Of course, continue shopping and see associate. So a nice flexible wish list functionality built into XOMNI. We actually call it Omni Basket because of its flexibility and the fact that we can take it not just as a pure wish list, but transform it into a shopping cart and a shopping basket is a core part of what we can do. Now I like to talk about taking it to the next level by leveraging social networks. That's always a fun topic and one that not only retailers but consumers are very interested in today. Whether you're making a purchase for yourself or for another, it's always nice to be validated in that purchase, and sometimes you need some support from your trusted advisors. XOMNI makes it easy to reach out to your social networks. In this case, let's illustrate how you might reach out to your Facebook friends and ask for a little bit of help. Maybe mom wants to know if this is the right shoe for her son. So now you can see the shoe here is available, the imagery, along with the button that says, Ask Your Friends. Let's ask for Tom. Hit send, and now as you can see here, it gets posted as a question. And if we go to someone that would represent a Facebook friend, you see it popped in here, the question for Tom, and we can respond to that just as easily by saying, yes, please. Maybe this is Tom himself selfishly responding. And then if we come over here real time, if you can see it, we have Tom's response, or maybe that trusted advisor we wanted to reach out to. And again, this is just one example of what you might want to do with the social integration. Keep in mind that all of this data goes through XOMNI. The value there is twofold. Number one, we're able to track that information, the comments, the likes, the dislikes, and provide that back to the retailer as far as what's trending, what's not. So rather than it being lost on just the social network, we now have that archived and accessed. Also, notice that Mom never left the brand. She didn't go to Facebook to need to monitor the responses, but rather because of the APIs provided by XOMNI, she could stay within the branded experience and never be distracted by something else that might pop up on her social conversation. So again, examples of how you might leverage the XOMNI backend to pull off your scenario. This is only a slice of what XOMNI can offer, but hopefully it gave you a feeling for what's possible. Come see us at XOMNI.com.